Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Are you looking for a career that's not only exciting but also plays well? So, in today's video, we are diving deep into the top 5 high paying data analytics job in 2025. So, whether you are already in the field or just starting out, these roles promise fantastic salaries and growth opportunities. So, let's break them down and give you the roadmap to land one of these dream jobs with rupees 10 lakh plus salaries. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get started. So let's come to the first slide. So as you can see on your screen, mentioned over here, why once you choose data analytics? So why is data analysis such a high paying and lucrative career? Here are a few reasons, like business, as we all know that business rely on data for decisions. Data we need for decisions. And in today's world, from product development to customer retention or to finding other interest other people, we need data in all fond of our life, all part of our life. So and also there is high competition, high demand. There's all ever increasing demand for data professionals, but the competition is still manageable. That means great job security and plenty of opportunities because there are lots of competition in the market, so more jobs because data is required, necessary. So they need data for understand what the competition, what the competitor is doing, how the competition is performing and all this. So there are multiple career options across industries because of this. Whether you are interested in healthcare, finance, tech, or retail, the skills you learn in data analytics are the transferable in multiple industries. So, as I just mentioned, that business rely on data. So because of so many competitions out in market, so what business will do, they'll try to get the data and try to understand their performance, and then they will try to implement their own level. So this is all about the things. Multiple career options across industries. So there are also multiple career options across industries, like different jobs will be there in data. And for example, there is a retail market and healthcare. So retail need the data of the customers to find out the customer who is buying that particular product, the customer who is income status is below or above some particular limit, so that they can find out their interest in shoppings, and also they can just try to find out the customer who are on the verge of getting churned, so they can prevent the customer from getting churned and all this. So this is why this thing is required, and there are multiple career opportunities as well. And in healthcare you can find out the health status of the people, and the geographical location of the patient and the gender of the patient, so that they can improve their healthcare system, and they can also try to increase the sales of their medicines as well. So there are so many great areas that business used to follow in data analytics. So that's the reason the data analyst job is not going to end, and the demand for this job is continuously increasing. So this is going to be one of the one very hot job in the coming future. Now let's go to the next slide. First job, as you can see, is that data analyst. Salary is just a approx number. Don't go on after that. And in USA, you will get around something around this. Skills needed is of course Excel, SQL, data analysis. This is perfect example. And yeah, we have to work on these pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn as well. So all these things you have to work on if you want to be a data analyst. And either a Power BI, Tableau is okay for data visualization as BI tools. So this is required, of course. And they have already mentioned Power BI and SQL here. So how to get this job? Like you can just learn SQL. For SQL, you can, if you're a fresher, you can just if you're just starting, you can start with Hacker Rank. I will suggest you to go on Lead Code personally, or especially for SQL, you can go to one perfect thing, which is Data Lemur. So start practicing from these platforms, these two platforms, and you will be a pro in SQL very soon. and SQL is not as difficult as other things uh, like programming language like Java or something else. So you can easily be very good in SQL. So this is all thing you can do. You can just practice from lead code or data linear, and you can build some projects. Like sales dashboard that I mentioned. Dashboard you can do with the help of Power BI. Power BI is easy. Power BI is easy to learn. The interface UI is very easy. UI is user friendly, so you can just learn it, and you have to be good with KPI. KPI is basically key performance indicator. Key performance indicator. So basically, you have to find out the KPIs, like KPIs in the form of the sales data. There will be like, for example, the particular product or the gender or the geographical location or the customer. So which customer is uh, performing better? I mean, which product is performing better? Which particular area is performing better? For example, there is north and south region of any particular state or the country. So you have to find out which product is performing better in which area. So accordingly, you have to find out, and then you can take some decision that okay, shall I open more outlets in the particular area, or I can just cut off some outlet from that area. So this all depends on key KPIs. So you have to be good with KPIs. You have to build some projects, and of course get certified. Google Data Analytics certification. Coursera has collaborated with Google and IBM and other companies to provide certification. You have to complete the 10 courses to get Google Data Analytics certifications in that. So this is going to be very good, skills to learn. And if you are very good and well versed with that, you'll definitely land a uh, data analyst job as fresher. So this is all about the data analyst job. Let's move to the next slide. So second job, as you can see, is business analyst. So the salary will be something approx 18 to 15, 8 to 15. Again, it depends on skill sets or college or something. So many criteria. So skills tab, it's just round kind of figure. Don't just go on these things because and business analysts might have to be very good in Excel as well. So sometimes it may differ. So this is data storytelling and business insights. This is a main thing for a business analyst. You have to be very good in data storytelling and dashboarding as well. So these two are very very important skills for the business analyst professionals. So data storytelling is basically stakeholders will be there, right, for any company. Either it is a client or the internal stakeholders. So what you have to do is that you have to prepare your insights, right? For example, you prepare some bar chart or column chart, and then you have to show it to the your clients. Then what you'll do, you cannot just directly tell the technical concepts like okay, jet factor is more or less, or something like this thing is having high collinearity or something kind of outlier is there or something. You cannot tell all this to the person who is non-technical or business professionals. So you need to come with a one concept called as data storytelling. You have to tell the story in non-technical way, like which has performed better and how the performance is going to be, and how can we improve in that particular field, and what was our performance in. You have to tell in this like a story to the data. So this is called as data storytelling. And how to get this job, of course you have to learn some BI tools and SQL. You might have to even learn create dashboard, get certified in Microsoft Power BI. You can get Power BI certification as well. So all these things you have to complete to get a job in this particular field called as business intelligence analyst. The key point is that you have to be good with Excel, data storytelling, business insight, and dashboarding. SQL and ETL pipeline again depends on the the companies, the requirements, and all these things. But these things are main things you have to be good. So that's about how you can get a business analyst role, and how is it different from data analyst role. So it's a very difficult to get a business analyst role as fresher. But if you're a data analyst, you can easily move into a business analyst if you have the necessary skill sets. So that's it about the particular slide. Let's move to the next slide, which is, of course, a data engineer. So, next question, what's the skill set required for the data engineer? So, as you can see on the skill that I mentioned, you should know the SQL, NoSQL databases. So, either of them is fine. You can just know the SQL database or MySQL database. So it's fine. SQL is actually a query language. MySQL you can learn, and be very good with SQL in either of things, because data engineers are one who has very good knowledge of SQL, and Azure or AWS or GCP, any of them. Mostly people are nowadays using Azure. It's very fast and a good cloud platform. So you can just an ETL pipeline knowledge, at least Airflow and PySpark. You can go with PySpark, which is very user friendly and easy to learn. It's actually Py for Python, and Spark is that pipeline tool. So you can learn either of them, but I mean, you can choose Spark or else Airflow, depends on interest. And here also in cloud, you can learn at least one of them. But I would like to tell you one thing, because data engineering is more about like coding. So if you are very good in coding, then only choose this particular field, because it requires a very good coding knowledge. So if you don't have a coding knowledge, or don't go for the professional like data engineer. Data engineer must be very good technically. Business analyst you can become if you have a little less technical knowledge and very good communication skill. Because in business analyst, they prefer more your communication and presentation skill instead of coding. But in data engineering, you require a high level coding knowledge. So if you have all these skill sets, cloud platform, ETL pipeline, and if you are able to learn the big data tools like Hadoop, I hope you have heard about Hadoop. So Hadoop is a big data tool. If you have knowledge of Hadoop and ETL pipelines and certification in AWS, then you're good to go. You can just land this particular job. So this is all about this data engineer role. Now let's move back to the machine learning engineer, which is a kind of very cool job in the recent times. So skills, as you can see here, these are basically the scikit-learn is like sklearn. It's a machine learning library, and TensorFlow is basically a deep learning library. So deep learning, as we know, is a subset of machine learning. So machine learning subset is deep learning. So basically, you have to be very good in this kind of concepts. You should have a very good knowledge on TensorFlow. For that, TensorFlow certification you can do. TensorFlow certification, it's a very good skill set to learn. And you should know the ML algorithm and deep learning. ML algorithm is basically like machine learning algorithms, like for example linear regression, logistic regression, decision forestry, random forest, etc. Gaussian, so many algorithms are there in machine learning. You can just go with all of them or maybe some of them and try to learn it. As a fresher, you can just learn. And of course, learn a Flask, which is a backend framework of Python. So basically, a Flask is a framework of Python and try to learn. It's very easy to learn, and Docker is a containerization for deployment of your project. So you can deploy a model under Docker with the help of Flask, which is a backend framework, and it's used for connecting with the database. And ML algorithms used to be very good at that. I already mentioned Gaussian boost, linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, random forest. So many are there. So you can just learn all of this. And ML and AI basic. If you want to start as a fresher, learn at least these things. Fraud detection projects you can do. You can do recommendation, for example, a movie recommendation system. All these things you can do. So also you can get a certification that I already mentioned. So all these things are good to if you want to become a machine learning engineer. And here, if you are very good in Python for machine learning, then you can be preferable for this skill. But this skill also required quite knowledge of mathematics as well, statistics. Statistics knowledge is required for this particular role. So that's it. And machine learning is a very cool job in the recent centuries. So but this is going to be kind of difficult for the person who is not that good in coding or technically, and machine learning is not that easy concept to learn for everyone. It requires time, effort, and your patience level as well. And it depends on how much projects you are doing, so try to do much projects as possible. Even I had done my final year project in machine learning as well, so try to complete all these things. Try to do at least 4 to 5 projects before applying for a job, because it will help you in being very good and well versed with machine learning concepts. So that's it about this particular thing. Let's move to the next slide, which is very the topmost job, which is data scientist role. It's a kind of combination of both machine learning and data analyst, as far as I know, because you have to be very good in advanced ML concept. Machine learning is must here. The concepts and algorithms you must know for machine learning. Deep learning as well, I like already told, right? There is one thing called as PyTorch and TensorFlow that we already discussed. So these are the library of deep learning, and you have to learn if you want to become a very good data scientist. And of course, Python and R knowledge. R I personally also learned when I was working in a training data scientist. So it's a very good programming language, and it's used for more. The data set is very large, and then we use mostly R programming language. And for high level data science, we use R. So you can go either of them, or you can go both of them. If you want to be very good and don't want to take any chance, then you learn both of these programming languages, because some companies ask R specifically. So that's it. And of course, big data and cloud computing again. So either of AWS, Azure, and big data concepts like like I already mentioned, Hadoop, so many are there. So you can just go with them and try to brush up all these things. And of course, in data science, one more thing that I forgot, you have to be very good in statistics, maths. So these are very, 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 very important for the becoming a very good data scientist. And work on real world projects, stock analysis, and so many other things, Olympic data analysis, many projects you can do, predictive analysis, EDA. So many things are there for data science projects. And there is a certification of IBM data science certification. It consists of 12 courses. On Coursera you can find this course, and try to complete this course. If you want, just comment. I will just send you the link of these all courses like that I mentioned, data analytics and IBM. So if you really want the course, just comment below. I will be mentioning everything. So that's it about this. And now how to choose the right job for you. So that's going to be very difficult choice. Of course, I do understand that. So if you want to deep dive into business data and help make data decisions, then go for data analysis. And if you love creating interactive dashboards and telling a story with data, BI analyst could be a fit. And if you are passionate about coding and handling large data sets, that I already told that you are very good in coding, don't go for data engineer. A data is very want to be, if you're very good in coding and passionate about handling large data sets. But again, if the AI and machine learning excites you, then ML engineer, right over here, as you can see. So, and if deep learning and advanced analytics are your passion, then data scientist will be the target. So if you're more into deep learning and high level concepts, then you can become a data scientist. So that's it. There you have it, and five high paying data analyst job that I already discussed. If you want to aim for these particular jobs in 2025, and I already mentioned the steps you need to take to land them. The data industry is growing fast, and with the right skills and certifications, you can easily carve out a lucrative career for yourself. So drop a comment below and let me know which job interests you the most. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more career tips and tricks. Check out the description for free learning resources, and do comment if you need the link for the certification that I already mentioned. And thanks for watching, and best of luck for your data journey.